Hack attack time, boys. Hack attack time. We won't need this today. Well, maybe just a little bit. But today's hack is all going to be about how to make your favorite soft plastics bubble like crazy. Yeah, that's right. Pretty cool hack coming your way, guys. You know, this is volume 4 of the hacks, and we've had such great response with these from you guys that we want to keep doing these. And again, I've said it in the previous 3. These are hacks that I was like, I don't know if I want to give these up. And matter of fact, this hack, volume 4, how to make your baits bubble, is a hack that I really wasn't going to talk about. But there was a few comments in the previous video where we made the baits glide. I don't know if you got to see that, guys. If you didn't get to see it, we're going to drop a link down below. This is where we made these Guggen baits right here glide and do things that baits have never done before. So you got to check that out. The underwater footage is amazing. Watching these baits in the water, how they react, and rigging them a very custom way. Again, something that's going to help put a couple extra fish in the boat. And I did also have a couple comments on that video where people were like, you know, do you lose a lot of tungsten weights? And yes, you are going to lose more tungsten weights, obviously, rigging it the way I'm doing it. But this isn't a fish with it all day type thing. This is a stubborn bass on a bed. This is I need an extra bite. This is I want to show him something a little different. It's not a technique that I'm going to go out and throw all day long every day. It's just something, it's just one of those little curveballs that I like to kind of throw out there when those bass are being a little on the stubborn side. But this tip here kind of goes along with that volume 3 tip, and it's again how to make your baits bubble. And that being said, guys, I've got a bunch of Guggen baits here: Kraken crawls, bandito bugs, trench hogs, a bunch of stuff, and you can do it on any bait. You can do it on any bait. And so I'm really excited about showing you this. It's going to help put a few extra fish in the boat for you. I know it. And do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, real quick, if you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button and drop a comment down below and say hi. I'd love to get to talk to you. Really appreciate all the support, guys. So, and share the video. These hacks right here, again, are some of my biggest secrets in bass fishing, and I would love for you guys to share them out best you can on YouTube. Just while you're watching, when you get done watching the video, hit share on YouTube, share the video out. It helps the video grow and all that good stuff. Getting ready, also just a little timeline, we're getting ready to start the Bassmaster Open series here soon in January, in a few weeks. So I'm excited, I'm also nervous. All those things, I'm gonna be employing a lot of these tips and techniques that I'm showing you in a couple of these volumes at that event for sure, so you'll get to see them in real time. I'm really excited about the brand new year that we've got coming forward. And also, before I jump off and get into the tip, be sure to check out the merch that we've got. We're going to drop a link down below. Oh, one last thing. You know, you've also seen that this video series has been presented by Decked. That's it right there. If you don't know what Decked is, it's an in-bed storage system that I've had in the back of my truck. This particular deck right here, this exact one, I have had in this truck for 3 years, guys. 2,000 pounds of payload on top of it. I can put all my tools over here. I've got wrenches, socket sets, everything. I've got all my tackle boxes on this side. It's a really, really cool system. We're gonna need that for this tip anyway, so check out the Deck system. They're under $1,000, I think, or right around $1,000. That's extremely well priced for something that lasts as long as this. It's just indestructible. You can, again, put tons of weight on it. So let's jump right into this hack, guys. How to make your baits bubble. In the previous video, volume 3, I showed you how I was hollowing these baits out. And again, you need to go check that video out. I can't believe the video is not like 1 million views already. But what I've been doing is taking this piece of copper tubing here. This is 3/16. This is why I have the drill here. And I'm drilling this out. Okay, I've already done this one, but I'm drilling the middle out, getting that as hollow as I can. See how that copper's coming out right there? I want to open that hole up right there as big as I can. Now, someone else dropped a comment as well and said, hey, do you have to use copper tubing? Absolutely not. If you have aluminum tubing, whatever you want to use. I like copper because it's cheap. You can find it at most hardware stores, and it doesn't rust. Of course, it's not steel, it's soft, and you can kind of drill through it. So I like the copper personally. But that's what you need. You need a drill bit, drill this out, and then you're going to take your favorite bait and you're going to hollow this thing out. So watch this, guys. Let's do the trench hog right here. Okay. Now I've already hollowed this one out, but let me show you what I'm doing. I'm going to take the trench hog, brand new trench hog right here, And I am going to insert this copper tubing right here towards the back. I don't want it to, I'm going to traditional Texas rig it this time, okay? Because this is a technique that a lot of times I'll fish with, you know, more than just every once in a while. This is something I'll do on a regular basis. So I'm going to rig it normal, not like in volume 3. So I'm going to take it maybe back here in the back, because I know the hook's not going to go back that far. I don't want the hook to get in the way of this chamber. I'm going to insert this copper tubing right up in the center of this trench hog, and I want to go in there a little ways. Okay, I'm hollowing this out. Turn that around a few times. You don't want to go all the way through. Pick that piece out. Oh yeah. There you go. Got the meat out. So now that's a hollow, oh yeah, there's more in there. Now that's a hollow chamber in the back of this bait, okay? And so this is what I'm gonna do, guys. This is where it gets really cool. So then you stop at basically any little store, convenience store, gas station, pick you up a pack of Alka-Seltzer. That's right. You may have heard of this tip. A lot of you watching this is saying, oh yeah, I've heard of this tip before. What you've heard is that guys used to put Alka-Seltzer in the back of a tube, okay, because the tube is hollow. They would take the Alka-Seltzer and break it off and stuff it up in the back of a tube, and then the bubbles of the Alka-Seltzer come out. And that works great. But when you're fishing with a traditional lure or traditional soft plastic like a trench hog or your favorite bait, it doesn't have a hollow cavity in it, and that's why this little tool right here hollows that out, and it's good to go. So all I'm going to do, again, make sure it's good and hollow, get the little extra pieces of plastic out, open up this Alka-Seltzer. You want to keep this in a little Ziploc bag, guys. If you get a little sandwich bag and put a couple of them in there, because you don't want to get this wet or moist, it'll start falling apart on you. When they're good and fresh like this is what you want. You're just going to break off a little piece like that right there, okay? Now watch this. We're going to insert this right up in the middle of that bait. Oh yeah. Look at that, guys. It's right up inside. So I've stuffed that up inside of there just like that. That's perfect. Nice little inside little pocket, like a little kangaroo bait. Pretty cool. And now I'm going to just rig it up on a traditional Texas rig. Again, you could rig it up on the special way that I showed you in the previous video. But again, this is something that I'll actually fish with this a little bit more than I'll fish with the special rig. The special rig, again, is for special situations. So I'm just going to rig this up on a TK130. By the way, that's my favorite hook. And you know, everybody asks me, why do you like the TK130? Number one, the Trocars have a very unique cutting edge to their point right there. It's 3 sides, so it's like 3 knives. The second thing is it has a really good bait keeper right there. They're the ones that developed this bait keeper idea. It keeps your bait all snugged up there good. It doesn't slide down on your hook, and it's really, really perfect. So we're going to rig that up just like that. All right. Put a little bobber stop in it, and that's good to go right there. Let's rig up a couple more so when we go to the pool, we can show you what they look like in several different applications. So I can't wait to show you what these things look in the water. So let's run down to the pool, try a couple of these baits out with the Alka-Seltzer, get some underwater shots and see what they look like. All right, guys, here we go. A little pool test for you. I feel like somebody dropped a comment in the thing. They said it's just like Lunker's first couple of videos. He did a bunch of pool videos, and it is. I'll tell you a funny story about that too. Right before Rob started his YouTube channel, him and I and Hector were on the lake fishing, and we were talking about YouTube and TV and a whole bunch of stuff, and that's where he got inspired. And like he got done fishing on Okeechobee, he went home and went and made pool videos for the first time. So, hey, it's all coming back full circle, Rob. Pretty cool, huh? But anyways, let's show you guys what this thing looks like in the water. The trench hog's gonna look pretty sick. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So again, when you pitch it in the water, this Alka-Seltzer is gonna activate and it's gonna start. Now just imagine the fish looking at this thing going down, look at it going down and sitting there on the bottom and having the bubbles coming out of the back of that thing. Look at those bubbles coming out. That's pretty cool, huh? So just imagine sitting on a bed and letting it sit there and letting those bubbles come out of that bait like that. That bass is really going to see that and get really, really interested. And it's one of those things that it's not real hard. It's not a real crazy bubbles. But look at the bubbles coming out, guys. That is, look at the bubbles coming out. That is something that bass has never seen a bait do. Having bubbles come out of the back end of that thing. So as it comes down and looks at that bait, pretty cool to have those bubbles come out. It's just one more thing that makes those bass react. Now for flipping in a bush, again, you can just kind of do it the whole time. You can just keep putting Alka-Seltzer up in the back of that. Just imagine that thing laying on a bed, little bubbles coming out of the back of it. And the other thing, guys, is that it's making noise. Believe it or not, that's making noise. The effervescence of that Alka-Seltzer. Did I say effervescent? I don't even know if that's a word. I think I've seen it on the commercial. But anyways, that stuff dissolving is making like little shh sounds. So those fish would see that bait quivering, hear that noise, and see those bubbles coming out of the back of it. Again, it's something that is completely unique to make your bait. All right, that's pretty cool, huh? And that stuff lasts pretty good. And again, it's making a noise. Oh yeah, you can hear it. So check this out, guys. This is what's cool. That's pretty cool, huh? That's the sound that it's making underwater. Again, totally unique sound. Totally unique sound. Unique look. Very cool. Let's give this Kraken craw a little test and see what it looks like in the water. And guys, I want you to drop some comments below and let me know some of the baits that you used. You can put it in a drop shot. Imagine that. Imagine a straight tail, little finessey drop shot. Hollow out the tail of it. Put some Alka-Seltzer in it, or hollow out the middle. Put a little tab of Alka-Seltzer in it, and have that thing sitting there, totally horizontal, fizzing and bubbling. Those finicky fish. I can't believe I'm telling you guys all these things. I really can't. So again, do me a favor, share the videos. Let's see what the Kraken craw looks like in the water. Oh yeah, that thing looks sweet. That thing looks sweet. Imagine that going down in a bush, donk, hitting the bottom, sitting there at the bottom of the bush, shaking your line a little bit, bubbles coming out, and that bass looking at that crawdad, or on a bed and looking at that crawdad, donk, whatcha! He's gonna get crushed. He's gonna get crushed. That thing is sexy looking. Wow. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Volume 4 is in the books. And again, thank you for watching. Drop some comments down below and get ready for some cool tournament videos coming up real soon and some more hacks along the way. I've got a bunch more up my sleeve. So if you, I'll tell you what, if this video gets to 5,000 likes, 5,000 likes, we're gonna do another hack video, okay? So you better start smashing the like button. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna go do a little Christmas shopping, go hang out with the fam a little bit, and clean up this mess. So thanks for hanging out. We will see you later. Bam!